Now, live from the
I am
summer.
Brandon Larned. I go by Seagull online. I play a ton of games these days, and I am visiting iBUYPOWER. I went to community college and then, transferred to a four-year university. I went to Washington State, and during that time period, Overwatch came out, and so I started playing the beta. I was really into it, really passionate. I had to start making a ton of videos. I was streaming online, and I hit the lottery. I blew up. People wanted to tons of people coming in my chat just to watch and say hey, and eventually I dropped out like a semester later, and I've been doing this full time for, God, almost 4 years now. It's nuts. You want to do it, right? But you don't know if it's ever going to happen. And then you just kind of luck into it. And that's what happened to me. So I got very fortunate. The stream started popping, and I was talking to my family about it. And they said, hey, just take off like the next summer or the next semester, which I believe was spring at the time. And so you take off spring semester and you have the summer break, right? It gives you 8 months or so, I think. And they said, hey, just go all in on streaming for 8 months. And if it works out, cool. If it doesn't, then just go back to school, right? What's the risk? What's the big deal? So that's what I ended up doing, and I pulled it off, and here we are. The transition is different for me than a lot of other people, because a lot of people, because I blew up so fast, I always was streaming for a month at most in Team Fortress 2 prior to moving to Overwatch, and my stream blew up very quickly. There's a lot of less lucky people out there who stream for months and months, sometimes years, who are they could be potentially the best streamers in the world, but they just don't get noticed. I started with, I think it was a $6 clip-on microphone. Discord wasn't out yet, so all the people using voice back then in my group of friends, we used this program called Mumble. I created my own local server of Mumble, and I routed my audio through it and used its built-in filters to make my crappy $5 microphone at least tolerable to people's ears. I still remember the first time I was playing Overwatch that week, and some dude was like, hey, here's $40. I was like, new mic, it's time! That was the big transition for me, was equipment at first, and then mentally, because it happened so quickly, you realize very fast that more people pay attention to you, and you get sort of desensitized to it over time, I think. Streaming on Twitch day in and day out means almost nothing. Every small streamer knows this. I started with even 80 viewers. You become a part of a community in some way, and you provide value to that community. That is the core philosophy of how streamers start on Twitch. For me, I started from Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress 2 is a very small community, but I played in that game for years, and I was very good at it. I played in tournaments and stuff like that. So when I first started, I had something to 60 to 80 average viewers. And so to all the small streamers out there first starting, even getting to 60, 80 is a big step, right? I mean, these days we have thousands, you got tens of thousands, you got sometimes people peaking 100,000. It's a different world. But the core philosophy is always the same. I truly don't believe that it's all that different for streamers to get big now as it was even 2 or 3 years ago. Because even 2 or 3 years ago, starting as a new streamer on Twitch, no one's gonna scroll down to you at 1 to even 100 viewers. No one's going down there. If you don't get big in the community in some fashion that allows people to see your content and see the value that you provide to people, whether that's YouTube videos, it could be Reddit, it could be Instagram, I don't know. The platform doesn't matter. You just need to get people to look and see who you are first, so they even have a chance to get popular. Focusing exclusively on only Twitch with 1 to 10 viewers is very difficult. Choosing the game, making sure that you're just fun to watch, you have a good time. At least to me, it's about becoming a part of a community somewhere online that you were really fortunate to be in. And then people want to hang out with you and watch you, and you go from there.